Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night show, Up Late with Sion Marshall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of tonight's show, Sion Marshall. Live from our studios in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's your favorite Thursday night.
That was the problem. Okay, my apologies. So that's why I wasn't hearing anything all the time because hearing all the noise, hearing everything. You could actually turn it down, would be good. So hey, we are here up to Fiction Marshall tonight, the 3rd of July, 2025, and we are coming live from Lynx Mass tent. Now, interestingly, the yard where Lynx is has two other mass tents. So we have Nelson Block's registration, and we have Extreme Fanatics. Now, in the yard, there's a bar. So we come by the bar, which is just across the road from what's typically and traditionally Julian's bar. And so we just want to have a little lime day tonight. The idea is that we will talk to my partner from Lynx, my partner here. By the way, I see SPG players done start out fast for kiddies carnival, winning band of the year it seems for the children section. So congrats them. My partner here from SPG Players did here. He come home this year, tell me not eat meat, not drink rum, not do nothing, but that's another story. We talk about that just now. So hopefully we talk a little bit about that as well. And just all in all, talk about how the carnival is going. I was at the airport on Sunday, and it was quite a vibe. It was quite a vibe out at the airport. And it definitely appears that many Vincentians are coming home for Carnival. I have a drink in my hand that my partner who came home gave me. I don't know what it is in it. It looks to me like ginger ale. It might be, it could be apple juice as well, so I'm not sure. But regardless, because he's not consuming alcohol, so obviously he wouldn't buy me alcohol. So the this no, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, no. Listen to me. Leave my apple juice out of the camera shot. Leave my apple juice out of the camera shot. So we just gonna have some fun this evening. Chat a little bit about Carnival. Now, congratulations to all of the winners so far. And the winners include, I think, Lexi, who won the Junior Soca Monarch, Zion Lewis from the St. Joseph Convent, Queenstown, who won the secondary school edition of the Calypso Monarch competition. And I believe, I can't remember her name, but she's from Evesham Primary School, who walked away with the primary school portion of the Calypso competition. So congratulations to all of the winners so far, those who have participated but didn't come out on top. Your participation is was necessary for what we've had so far. And while I was there, watching the event, taking part in the event, it actually was in part for Junior Calypso. I was having some conversations and I was told, listen, after hearing these juniors, Calypso, the future of Calypso is in good hands. And I want to agree with that because I heard some really powerful renditions. Divine, who was dethroned, she had a good rendition. Divine from Roman Catholic in Argyle, she had a pretty good rendition as well. The eventual winner from Evesham, good rendition. Lexi had a very powerful calypso in the secondary school aspect of it as well. So there was really some good news. Must agree that Calypso is in good hands. The future of Calypso is in good hands when I saw what took place on Tuesday. Let me rest this down because I need to look at my phone and monitor the thing to see and make sure that everybody on, everybody saying good night and so on. Yeah, they look bad at all. Right. They high up, right? They high up. Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about that. Right. No Adi, my brother. Yeah, I don't know what was happening to me tonight. Don't worry about that. We good though. All right. Update with Sion Marshall is on. Right. Good. So we liming tonight. We liming down by Lynx Bar. If you want to drop by, just drop by and you can be a part of the show because we in the public, we open. If you want to know what Lynx Bar is, so you know where the old Eustace Auto Supplies building is, that's where we are. The old Eustace Auto Supplies building. When partner, God, we gone. But lad, he just disappeared just so. He did the whole time away from the ship stop, so he should start again. Hmm. Now, it's not too late, I'm sure, if you play mass and you are interested in getting a costume. Sorry, that shouldn't have done that. If you're interested in getting a costume, it's not too late to come down to the Eustace Auto Supplies building, former Eustace Auto Supplies building, where you have Nelson Block, where you have Extreme Fanatics, and where you have Lynx Mass Band. It's not too late to come down and organize your costume so you could be a part of Mardi Gras come Tuesday. All right? Prices are reasonable, and if you are part of the art form and you love that kind of thing, listen, you have a lot of time, you still have time to come and organize it. All right? So, like I said, we're here, we're live in, I see your partner come back, so we're going to chat with him a little bit. Come everybody, we're going to chat with him a little bit, we're going to talk about Carnival, We're going to talk about his experience, and of course, we're going to talk a little politics because it's a politics partner. It's a politics partner. So, but for a man who ain't drinking nothing, wait on a little bit, if I come back, man, right? Man who see you ain't drinking nothing, but you come in this staggering like, so you okay?
I ain't staggering, man.
I'm asking you a question. Are you okay?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm much better than you.
Nah, no. Well, I know everybody on the live know who I'm talking with here. I'm talking with the brother Kojo Mason. Kojo, welcome home.
Thank you very much.
How has it been since you've been home?
I was here last year when Hurricane came, so it's much better now this year.
Okay. So last year when the hurricane came, tell me where you been.
I was in the mass camp at SBG players,
Uh-huh.
and because the place wasn't so good, I had to find shelter.
Yes. I know where that mask camp
Right,
is.
so so we find shelter, and as soon as the hurricane passed, we went back to the business.
All right. By the way, thank you very much for the apple juice. I really appreciate it.
I,
It's strong.
I don't drink apple juice, so I don't know where you get that apple juice from.
From you ordered it, the man gave it to me, and I'm fine. You don't have to worry about
I
that.
think it's flavored.
Eh?
Flavored.
With apple. That's this funny. It's apple juice and flavor with apple. Okay. So now you're home this year. Yeah. Kojo, what's your impression so far about Carnival?
I be honest with you, I thought it would be much bigger, but I still think it's going in the right direction because this year I think I have got an opportunity to see more of the activities than I have seen before. Because most of the time when I come, I get dived into the mass camp and sometimes you drink too much juice and you miss some action. So
I know what that is like because you start to fall asleep early.
Oh yes,
Yeah. But you say that would have been bigger. Where are some of the areas that you expected more and you didn't get that?
Well, let me look at it this way. With the new changeover,
Right.
I I thought that, people would come out to support the brother a little bit more. And like take for instance the Calypso semi-finals. A lot of people make noise they should have been in the park. I don't think so. I think that move was the best move for Calypso because it brought intimacy to the Calypso semi-finals that was never there for a long. No, I shouldn't say it was never there. It haven't been there for a long time.
Right.
You could have actually sit down and talk about the Calypso while the guy finishes Calypso. We could have a discussion. Because I sit down with Mr. Denny, Dr. Denny. Most people know him.
Grubby.
Lawyer Grubby from Bottomtown,
Right.
which is I'm from too. And we were discussing who was going to place and who's not going to place. And we both kind of got it right, except for one person. We still think
Sonny Banks.
Sonny Banks should
I
have been there.
agree. That's a travesty.
Yeah, we don't know how Sonny Banks miss out there.
I know how the judges didn't put him in.
Right.
Now, I agree with you from what I saw because I didn't go to the semi-finals, right? But from what I saw, the venue of the cruise ship boat seems quite intimate, very close, and so on. The crowd looked good.
Yeah.
If you are taking that same crowd
to Victoria Park,
it would be
it
very
would swallow.
sparse.
It would have been swallowed up.
However, even so, I think it looked to me like a bigger. The last time we went to semi-finals was 2 years ago because it wasn't there last year, and it looked to me like it was a bigger crowd than 2 years ago.
Well, it was a big
Right.
crowd, but I'm saying if you had put that same
Of
crowd,
course,
you
I agree,
would have
and I agree with you,
disappeared.
and I agree with you. But the size of the crowd seems to have grown. So in that regard, I think so far we're seeing some better turnout. I was disappointed with the turnout for Junior Calypso because that's usually a very big show.
I'll be honest with you, I was
That I was disappointed
really
with. That I was
disappointed
with.
because I expected the parents
Right.
and I expected the
The
schools
absolutely,
to promote this.
absolutely.
And that's something I was talking to someone. I think they need to start give the school a certain amount of tickets to sell.
because school events are big. When you look at, for example,
That's
primary school sports, secondary school sports, you go out to those stadiums or the what is the Sevens Beach Athletic Stadium
yeah.
or what have you, and you see very large crowd
But,
supporting
but
children.
what I'm saying, if they like the singer, it seemed like I shouldn't say he or she does not actually perform the song in the school itself. And I think the teachers, instead of just going to the band room and practice the song, I think they should have the child sing the song in school.
Well, I don't know what happened, so I can't speak to
No,
that. But what I can tell you,
that's just my
yeah,
saying.
right. What I can tell you, for example, if you look at Sandy Bay, every Divine brings a serious contingent with her from Sandy Bay,
Yes.
right? And you see that when she's singing because they go right to the front of the
And
stage,
I could tell you,
and they're
and I
there.
could tell you some of the things I've heard when the show is finished and we was going to catch a ride to go
Right, right, right.
up the road.
Uh-huh.
They were going to the bus.
They weren't happy.
It was no
They
pleasant
weren't happy. They
conversation.
weren't happy. They weren't happy. They weren't happy.
it was.
They would listen.
It was.
Listen. The good people of Sandy Bay Primary and so on,
Yeah.
these who support Divine,
Yeah.
they not listen to me. There's
Yeah.
some serious people,
Yeah.
There's serious people. So
They were,
because I left before the announcement of the
yeah.
results, right? I thought Divine did well. I thought the other Divine did well as well. I agree that because remember, the young lady from Evesham, she had to come back a second time,
Yeah, but it's the
right? And the
same too.
second time, I thought she did so much better and she did really well,
That's
right? And I think that helped her. That helped her cause
that's
to the
something
point where
I
she
don't
won.
understand because they did that to the guy too.
The
And
van man, the soccer guy.
the soccer
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And I
So,
wonder
so
why.
I
If,
don't know what the issue was, but I know those two individuals were called back,
yeah.
and I think that helped. That helped the outcome because she was able to come back. She performed better. They
Oh
ordered
yeah. I
better,
mean, you get more
and now
comfortable.
and now she's the junior champ.
Right.
You know,
And the guy who came back for the third,
he
the
placed
second
as
time
well.
he placed third.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he probably wasn't going to place if he didn't come
Well,
back.
I can't say that.
No, I'm saying,
Well, I hear you, but I can't say that.
Right.
No. Let's talk about SPG players and their production for this year. What's the production for this year?
SD Pledges, their production is a tribute to Philip Fallon, who was the designer of the band, most of the band. Since, as far as I remember, since SPG Players came into being, Philip Fallon was the designer.
Okay.
And he passed away last year,
Yes.
as most people might. Who are on Carnival know that he passed away last year. And so the band decided to do a tribute to him this year.
Right.
And so there's there's costumes that he did with SPG players, and there's costume that he did with Jaggers, and he did costume for a lot of.
Right. Right.
You
He's in
know,
costumes. Okay.
and so I think the it's going to be a blend of more Jaggers and SPG dominance, but some things from
That's what
Jaggers
Jaggers.
too.
So far, how has it been? You had Killy's Carnival. I see. Overall, you guys did
Oh,
fantastic.
we just not just fantastic. So we whoop them now. Oh, just say the word now.
Listen to me.
Because we're in another bang area. You don't want to say it properly. We spanked everybody.
But I noticed that Nelson Block and also Blondie Board also because
Yeah.
in some areas they came first, you came second, but you were consistent. You were consistent in that you were either always second or so when Blondie came third or Nelson came third, you were second, so you were consistent throughout.
Right.
And I and I,
So
and
when
I
we're not
guess
first, we were second.
so that was your
Because remember we got second for junior sections. We got first and second.
okay. Oh, you got first and second.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I think that helped the overall
And we got junior king and we got junior queen.
right. Are you looking for similar success in the adult?
Definitely. Why should we stop at the kids?
Mm. How many sections do you have? Can we expect come Tuesday?
I think we're gonna have a 10 sections, strong sections.
10 strong section. And what is the size of the band now
In terms of that, I wouldn't really be able to tell you because the person who keep track of that is the lady just Jacinta Valentine, so
okay.
she knows how much strong we are, and I'm just saying that's what I expect 10's good strong section going down Backstreet.
Well, Kojo, I glad you home. I glad to see you. I want to wish SBG players well. I mean, my partner who's bad, I hope you cut off the light. But I wish I, I wish the man well.
Excuse me, I'm not drinking still, but I could buy something so it will help.
Have you like Bill?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
so
So all is not lost.
if I buy something, I think
Yeah,
he
you
might be
might
say,
consider
okay,
keeping us around and
yeah,
so on because at
you
least
see that boy could I don't like what he say, but at least he buy something by my bar.
right. You all the best. And I hope that while you're here, you did tell me that you want us to make a certain visit.
Yeah.
No name yet.
No
No name.
name. No
Right.
name.
But
There's certain people that
certain people, certain visit.
yeah,
You gotta make a run.
yeah.
Right. So let's organize that and sometime maybe after the season we make a visit. We
Yeah.
visit certain people and so on, and they spread joy.
After Wednesday though, because Wednesday's the boat ride. So
Thursday's the boat ride.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the boat ride boys would have been here tonight, but they didn't come through.
Well, I think the ticket business probably threw them off.
Well, well, but again, they're here. We hung out with them yesterday.
And we hung out with them again.
Yeah, Dans
Yeah,
and Zaki and
Jackie and
Supais and so
Super.
on.
Yeah,
Good to see
we
those
gonna hang out.
guys.
We
Good
gonna hang out
spirits.
again.
Them in good spirit, and they've been drinking good spirit. Except you drinking the spirit.
You drinking? You want me to say what spirit they were drinking?
No. You can't come and publicize people's business on this show. Not on this show. All right. So, boss, welcome home,
All right, thanks for having me.
and thank you so much for being a part of the program. I know you're always supporting, and thank you for your support as well.
You're
One
welcome.
person who, Kojo, you don't want me to say, but I say he consistently supports this show financially, consistently, right? And I remember when he made the pledge online that he would support and so on. The director said, the director saw the pledge, and when we met, introduced the director, Kojo and so on, he said, make sure he gives support now. Kojo always pays his bills. So Kojo supports the program financially. Thank you so much for your support, not just financially, but also I know once I'm online, you're on, and I also appreciate that very much, Kojo. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
very
buddy.
much.
All right, man. So that's my boy Kojo.
Oh,
There's a Kojo. Yes, that's my boy Kojo Mason here for Carnival and doing his thing. Hold on, I think somebody where are we now? Where are we? We are here. All right. Uh, I'm not sure. Right. All right. So that was Kojo. Again, remember we are liming down at Lynx Bar. Yeah, the old. Listen, if the camera could have moved, I could have show you some costumes up by Extreme Fanatics and inside by Lynx and over by Nelson Block. Some really nice costumes, very beautiful, very pretty costumes. And listen, I encourage you folk to go. Those of you who play mass. Now, I know there might be those who like the expensive ones, right? There might be those, Lord of mercy. There might be those who like the expensive one for 1200 US and 1500 US and so on. Well, Links don't sell them there. But you have quality craftsman, crafts. And I'm going to talk to the man just now because 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 I don't see your craftsmanship already on stage and so on, and somebody probably say he met that, he met that, he had peace and thing and so on. Um, so I can talk to you just now, and he can tell you more about the costumes and the sections and so forth. and what is on offer from Lynx Master. But that's what we like. You hear the music outside. You have the bars, the B-word bars already up. You hear the music out there. Just a little bit up. You have Julian Bar. So this place is already a hive of activity as people are coming out for Carnival. In park right now, there should be steel and glitter. I didn't ask Kojo about that, although he had gone there and come back. But steel and glitter is happening right now. That's going on right now, and I don't know what the level of crowd participation is, how much people there on there and so on. I don't know. I have no idea. But that started about 2 o'clock. It should have started about 2 o'clock with Junior Pan, then move into Senior Panorama, and I think sections of the band. So it's steel, pan, glitter, mass. That's happening tonight at Victoria Park. Could you watch the money and show it be? If you ain't show the money because you give me here. Yeah, coach, if you ain't show it, you could give me. Where are in your hand? Because you see, I watch him like if you don't know it be. Okay. Just check it. Just check it. Come on, I have to keep them all moisturized as I'm talking plenty. So once this juice is done, I have another juice. Right? Yes. I am following the show online. Yes, for those of you who are logged on. Yeah, we're here that man. Put it on that lamp. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, like I said to you, um, oh, like you heard, there are a number of changes to the carnival calendar. Some shows have been reconstituted. Things have been put together to try and bring out the most efficiency out of carnival. No, I've not gone to any of the shows except for Junior Calypso. So I can't talk about what they've been like and whether or not the desired effect has happened. But I guess after Carnival, there'll be a postmortem and they can decide whether or not the changes made sense. All right. But I could say from what I've seen, just from the Junior Calypso, disappointed in terms of the crowd support, but completely pleased with the quality of the songs and the music coming out. Based on semifinals, what I saw seemed it was a good show. Um, I think the Raga Soka Monarch semifinals, from all indications, from what I heard, Bling was there, so on, was there. This year was a good show. So it seems that there are some pretty good shows that have happened for the carnival. Some pretty good shows have happened for the carnival. And I hope that, and I wish to see the best as they continue to push through the carnival. I'm going to invite I don't know if he's the leader, but the young man who does deal with Lynx. Lord of mercy. Give me a second there. Hold on. Good night, Phyllis. Wait, I didn't share my live. I know I didn't share my own live. Could you imagine that? Let me do that now, please. Hold on. I need to share this. Oh my Lord, where are we? I need to share the live. I need to share the live. Yes. And I always ask you to share, and I didn't share. Could you imagine that? How careless of me. Yes. All right, I'm sharing. And those of you who are logged on can also share. Hold on. I'm 2 seconds. Hold on. Pam, 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 pam. You hear any music in the background? Yes. You hear any music in the background there? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Rock. Banana, we don't care. Oh yes, for the carnival. We don't care. Hold on. I am sharing it. I'm sharing it. Um, I'm sharing it. Okay. Thank you very much for waiting. All right. So now I'm going to ask my partner, Tanner, to come and let me chat a little bit about his mass then and his mass and oh, okay. Yes. The matter beside the episode. Right. Okay, good. I don't deal with that now. All right. Tana, come here now. Yeah, come on, come on. Let me see your face. Come. Yeah? What? Come on, exactly, exactly. You don't beat the volition of the ball, man. Come on. You don't beat the volition of the ball. Yeah, pay him up with him.
I wonder if your program ready for me. No, not seeing language. Let me see if the program ready for me.
How much money to be?
Huh?
How much money to be?
How much months? Oh, jeez, you.
Program ready for you, but you ready for the program.
You see, you are start our fighting.
No, we have to start on a good foot, right? And a really good foot. How we team looking for the I see by Zhao. What do you name now?
Zhao Pedro. Yeah. It looking good.
Looking good.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some headlines that suggested that both Madueke and Jackson going.
Yeah. Jackson, I think, is to Juventus are one of them. I think is in Italy.
Okay.
And Madueke wants in Arsenal.
Oh, the Arsenal.
Arsenal and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. I know Kepa going to Arsenal for sure.
Kepa don't sign for Arsenal.
That's Chelsea B team, you know.
Yeah, I think Chelsea should have bring back Kepa.
Nah, I had no faith in Kepa.
Well,
I had no faith in Kepa at all.
A lot of people.
We need to get rid of Sanchez too.
Boy.
But Kepa wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kepa wasn't it?
I think Kepa put a lot of bad taste in people's mouth from that
thing with the coach.
With coach. Sorry, yeah. But the finals of the World Cup look like if we're going to be there. Either between we PSG or Bayern Munich. Okay. I think quarterfinals we face Palmeiras. And then
that's Brazil.
Yeah, Brazilian team. And if we go past them, I think we're going to face I think there's a South American team, another South American.
Nice costume, the boy.
Yeah. I the night mask winning tonight.
Is the night mask winning for you?
Yeah. Lynx mask.
Well, you could wear a costume so you see what we look like, you know, everything and so on. So yeah, we chatted with Tara. Tell us a little bit about your mask band.
Well, Lynx mask band. This year will be 20 years we're celebrating.
Really?
In mass production, yeah. Okay. Very excited production this year. Very, very excited. Listen to me, folks. If you haven't come out to Carnival Tuesday, come out this time around. Because we're going to put forward a presentation that St. Vincent has never seen before. And this is coming from me, and I like the hype. So come out Carnival Tuesday. I want you down in Victoria Park. I'm going to tell you tune in to the TV station.
Yeah, come down
and see. Yes. Yeah. What you can do, some ideas that you can do Carnival Tuesday. Pack your lunch bag. Make it a picnic scene. You know? And your family come down, you pack a lunch bag, you have your snacks and everything like that, and make it a family affair. And then after that, you can just simply make a walk up the road and see the costumes on the road.
I love to see it on the street, right?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That is when you actually see the true
colors. That's what you see, exactly.
At the band. Because, I mean, the stage has its limitation. Yeah. So, but once you're on the stage, on the street, line up properly, you actually see the beauty and the colors inside of each section.
What's the name of your production?
Our production is called Riddles. Yeah, the team basically came up from a lot of riddles that if everybody know it comes from the Batman movie where they have the Riddler. Yeah, and he's a villain in it.
Yes.
And part of his part of his what you call it, his criminal enterprise is creating riddles and have Batman and the authorities
Have
from
to figure it
Gotham
out.
City solve it. And if they don't solve it in time,
Problem.
destruction
Yes,
happens.
yes.
We're not going to destroy Victoria Park, but we're going to leave a mark.
Okay. How many sections? How many sections do you have?
We only carry 7 sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 sections.
But
What's
once
the
you
idea
see,
of some of the names in the sections?
once you see these sections, they all speak for itself.
Okay.
It's just for you to figure out the riddle.
Ah.
if you would notice on Kiddies Carnival, we have 2 sections. One is a plain deck of playing cards, which the riddle is what have 13 hearts and no organs. So you have 13 hearts in the plain deck of cards.
No organs.
And we also have the section, the riddle is what have hands and can't clap.
That one I know. That one I know. A clock.
Thank you very much.
That one they know. That one they know.
So on Kiddies Carnival, we did well. We came 4th place in the junior band.
Okay.
And we came 2nd place in the junior queen section.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So some good, strong performance.
Strong performance.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, tell me a little bit about. You may not know this, right? But the winner of the secondary school category of the junior calypso is his people. Right? And if you notice, she had a very interesting headpiece as part of her costume. Tell us a little bit about, because while I was there, people who you know and I know, like, it's not like that, it's not like that, it's not like that. Well, listen to me.
Well, I was only the person who brought it to life. The vision was actually from Zion herself.
Okay.
In what she wanted. I was just the person that brings it out what she wanted.
Right.
And it was a pleasure working with her. And I'm so happy and congratulations to her on winning the secondary school Calypso Monarch. Yeah, that's basically what Mars is. Mars is somebody having a vision and then presenting that vision in visuals.
Right. Where did creativity come from, Tana? Because clearly this is something I love. When Kojo walked in here the first time we came online and so on, he said, "This is Nelson Block." I said, "No, this is Lynx." He said, "But he's Nelson Block." I said, "This is Lynx."
I have that stain on me I can't get rid of. I have left Nelson Block about 10 years now. And to this day, persons on the road would meet me and ask me, where is Nelson Block? We're still with Nelson Block and stuff like that. I have left Nelson Block about 10 years now. I actually was not so much actively involved in mass since then. But this year I actually came in and my good friend Pete, Carnival Thomas, who's actually band leader for Lynx. He brought the presentation to me and I said, hey, there's a nice band I can work with and stuff like that. So I actually came back in full time in giving them help out. And I must say, Carnival Tuesday is going to be a bomb. A bomb. But
where you get the inspiration from? I mean, because undoubtedly, if you're into mass and you're talking about, like, as you say, as players did Film Pollard and Blondie Board and so on, there has to be a certain level of creativity where you can have a vision, you can have an idea, and you're able to bring it out, as you say, in visuals. Where does that creativity really come from?
The passion.
I will start for you.
It starts to me from a passion.
Right.
A passion that I grew up since I was about 16, 17 years old. My uncle, one of the legendary band leader, Adonis Go-Tector, being in Nelson Black tent and seeing him walk, seeing Ozzy Constance, Bernard, Young Brown, and so many more come up with ideas, and you hear them talk about it and how you could present it, and it becomes so fascinating that it becomes a passion to me that you might drop a single word and I will be thinking, hey, how could this be a mass presentation? And the beauty of it all culminates on Carnival Tuesday. When you see it on the road, you say, hey, that is what we envisioned and that is what we brought. So that is basically it.
Okay. As a kid in school, were you into like art and craft and so on and so forth? Could you draw? You used to draw. I know people used to drop on everything, draw in the back of the book, drop on the desk and so on. Was that the student you were?
No. Never. As I said, I think that aspect of it, as I said, came from my uncle because he was very, very good at, at putting together something, have something in his head, and basically bringing it out. And I think I'm very good at that. I can't draw. I can't draw for the life of me. So if anybody asks, looking and asking me to draw, I can't draw. I can't draw. But I can put together a concept. I can bring something to life. And I normally have persons that if I need something, I can call on them and say, hey, I need you to draw this for me. I need you to bend this for me. And they would come and assist.
Okay.
And then I would say my strong point in math is basically decorated. Putting, as you see, Zion headpiece.
Right.
Putting together something, decorating it,
Right.
and making it look good. I also did my daughter's junior queen, which she came second in on Carnival Saturday.
Okay.
So I also did that costume. And as I said, it has persons that I say, okay, I need to help, I need help with this. And they would come and assist in whatever way they can.
Okay. Okay. So overall, what has the uptick been like in terms of persons coming and inquiring about costumes and getting costumes and buying costumes and so on? What has it been like for Lynx?
Well, naturally, for traditional masks, the costume registration is always a slow process.
Okay.
Persons actually wait until Carnival weekend
Okay.
to come and say, hey, when they feel the fever, they will come and say, hey, I want to play masks and stuff like that. So they get registered. The process is always slow. Not unlike the party bands, as you call them,
Right.
the Mirage and the Oxygen.
Right.
They would have the influx of persons because of what we call a sexy mask, you know?
Right.
They don't want.
I wouldn't tell you how Blandy Border describe it.
I can tell you.
I can't say the radio. I can't say hey how Blandy Border describe it. I can't say so.
It has many ways. No? Some people call it biscuit and fries, but it has many ways. But it is part of what we evolve to as a carnival.
Yeah.
So there's always room for it. There's always room for the traditional.
Yes.
What needs to happen now is that you can't always forget about the traditional mask.
Right.
Because the traditional mask is what tells the story. In each mask presentation, a traditional mask man tells the story.
Right.
As you say, their presentation always have a heading.
Yes.
We have riddles.
Yes.
We have things associated with riddles.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
So then you can associate yourself with, if you hear these sections, you can say, hey, they bring in riddles. It's an association. The sexy man now is basically an abstract. It's abstract mask. You know? They would come up with a team and they would choose their abstract costumes to go with that team. Okay? And that's basically the difference. But traditional bands is always has a team behind it.
Right. Now you said that the costume you were singing a while ago is night mask. That's what we call
Sections from the band, yes, sorry.
And that's what's happening tonight at Still
Yes,
and Glitter.
Still and Glitter, yes.
Okay, so you'd have a representation from all of your sections crossing the stage tonight?
Yes, we will be having a representation.
Okay. Just one last question. I was wondering because it's about dragons and so on, right? Dragons and goat hector and so on. And I was wondering if you ever be mass debated in the tent. It's a question. And I see a partner there. I see Chowali all in the back of the room there and so on debated. So I if you used to mass debate in the tent too.
No.
You don't get no argument. But I wish you all the best. I wish Lynx all the best this weekend. So far, you had a good performance, a strong performance with just 2 sections of the kiddies. You have 7 sections now. Again, let me encourage you to come down. If you're interested in traditional mass and you haven't yet found the band, listen, you can come down to the old Eustace Auto Supplies yard. There are three tents here. Lynx is one of them. Come down, register so that you can be on the road come Mardi Gras this Tuesday. And Riddles is the name of the presentation this year. He says there's 7 fantastic sections. I mean, and he tells you that you would not be able to resist the beauty and the colors that you'll be seeing on Tuesday. So listen, you still have some time. Today is what? Thursday? You still have some time to come register, get your costume, so you can be on the road. Come. He used to masturbate in the tent.
Well,
He. I see he.
Just sing that song later. It's
It's masturbating. He telling me no. He lying.
I was never master debater. but yeah, we want.
Which so you would
His
oh,
players.
he's players too.
Yeah, he knows more than the players. He knows more players than me.
But like you afraid for that.
That Peeling son.
Oh well, yeah. Well, bring him. Bring him. Bring him. Bring on the mic game. Bring on the mic game. You're the mic, eh? So make sure you pick that.
I just want to tell Vincent Jans to enjoy Vinci Mass 2025 and have a good carnival.
Okay, all right. So we have the son of Philin, and we're going to chat with him. Come on, man. Who don't know me? Who don't know me? Everybody know me.
Have a poor makeup and thing now?
Well.
I could go in there with me and be.
Yeah, you got your ass over. You don't flash it there.
Why you ain't telling people to tell me handsome? How can you tell people to me I look handsome in the comments? So you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to.
You watching me? Oh well, I'm on TV. I'm on TV live now. Wow.
The man calling to make sure you're watching the TV.
No, somebody call me and tell me they watching me.
Yeah.
Watch you see what?
Sure.
So we
Tell them share the live. Tell them share live. Well, what all I doing tonight? Because
no, all of Madrid to the world.
oh, so you don't like
in the club World
you know
Cup.
what? You don't like football. You don't like football. But playing Chelsea, you don't like football. Let's move on. Now, so what happening is this is one of my favorite lemon spots since it's home. So I was lemoning and I tell him, I say, well, come down here night, because I did show on a Thursday night. I want to lime a little bit and we just start for Carnival. Yeah, that's all we just start for Carnival. So you are the son of the legendary Julian Playing Pollard.
Yeah, one of the sons there.
One of his sons. As a matter of fact, last December, Richard Byron Cox, who's a cousin of
yeah, that's the family too.
right. When he launched his
Cox
book,
family.
he actually did a citation and did a presentation. I think Julian's daughter, Pilling's daughter, collected the citation on his behalf at the event. A young lady. I saw that. Tell me something now. So, how does it feel to have a master like FP players, a popular master like FP players, doing a tribute on behalf of your dad?
It's a great feeling still that they could pay respect to him. He's a very legendary figure in the mass industry. Well, he actually won his first man of the year at the age of 15. So that would tell you how long he was in it. So it's a great feeling. And I like the production.
What role? What's your level of involvement in the production? Are you into mass as well? Are you a mass man?
Yeah, but I put in that much work in the mass in the last 2 years. Because last year was very hard for me.
Right.
Dealing with his death and all that.
Right.
I wasn't
Right.
in the spirit for the carnival.
Right.
Yeah. And this year, well, work related wouldn't permit me to spend as much time in the master. But I've been in and out of the master. I'll be working on the night section, which is taking part in tonight. Yeah. So after I leave here, I'm going up to the master and then try to help finish up whatever they have left to finish up.
Was that something that you grew up watching your dad doing and then you fell in love with it, or did you develop your own love for it?
I actually grew up in a mass tent. Them time it was up street now with joggers at the mass tent up the road. He started off driving for joggers, Roy Ralph, and well, it was Roy Ralph and them the other. That was the original.
Right.
Roy Ralph and them.
Right.
So we used to be You don't know the little children them in the mass there. We used to be, they used to have the little kids them in
Right,
boxes and
right,
things.
right.
We always, well, they create the costume them. So, I've been around mass since a baby.
Okay,
So
okay,
you can say it's an embark thing because
okay.
I did art and everything. I could do art, I could draw, I could make my own patterns, I could do everything since.
Fantastic, fantastic. And what do you have? Do you have a favorite section for this year's presentation? Is there a favorite section for you?
Well, I can't say I have a favorite, but the fans them have a favorite. Everybody want to play no behavior. That is the fans' favorite. All the girls they want to play no behavior.
No
And when you
behavior.
see no behavior on the
Yeah.
road, you would know why they want to play.
Now, registration is still ongoing with the 10.
Yes?
So we would encourage individuals to go out there and register. You still have time, you still have space, uh,
Oh,
where you can be a part
do not
of.
stick. They're
No,
selling
no,
like hot bread since
and I
Zoe
be,
did
and I
our
believe that.
interview. They're selling like hot bread. Everybody watches Zoe. So big up travel with Zoe for that amazing piece on Play Market as we play.
Okay, so that's the Caucasian lady from I
Yeah.
think the UK or something like that, right?
Yeah, she go chill there, she go all
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
Caribbean and
yeah.
expose the culture, you know. She's
Okay,
doing a very good job in the
okay,
Caribbean.
all right,
We
no
do
problem.
appreciate it.
Now, you had some success on the weekend with the children. What's the expectation for Tuesday?
Well, we would like to walk with the whole thing, you don't know. We come to compete, we come down. The man a legend, he will be winning all beyond the grave.
All right, man. Well, let me thank you for stepping in. I know you weren't prepared for it, but Kojo kind of forced you. So let me thank you for that. Give me a few minutes. Congratulations to you. And, and I really, what? I really,
Don't make Uncle Andre hear you, because Uncle Andre is here.
I know you here, but right now I'm big brother.
All right.
and I wish you all the best, and I hope that you can have as long a career in this in mass as your dad did, and stamp
Oh,
your
well,
authority
here we go
on
on
this
now.
thing.
I have a little sister. Well, she in college. She is the next master designer, trust me. She did some designs there. Hopefully next year we'll bring her back. Or forward.
All right, all right. Well, thank you very much. I know you gotta run to go and get the mass organized for
All
the
right.
night section.
You're
So
welcome.
thank you, buddy.
Respect.
Have a good one. Yeah, I was just chatting with the son of Julian Pilling there, who uh, is as much involved in mass with SPG players, with their section for this year. A tribute to Pilling. A tribute to Pilling, right? Well, if you've been watching, and you could, I don't know what shows you've tuned into, what experience that you've had, but I can tell you that the carnival is in absolutely full swing. And if you look at the influx of individuals coming in at every time a plane lands, Wednesday, uh, Sunday. I have somebody coming in tomorrow. I'm going to tell you who. But if you ain't coming by Saturday, hello crap will smoke you up, right? Unless it's just massive and come and play for, then then you need to come in. All right, Kojo, enjoy. You need to come in before Saturday, right? But Carnival is in full swing. Things are happening. The organizers have put things in place. Like tonight, Steel and Glitter is happening. Fan and sections of the band. Look at that! You almost made it, right? And all of the components are really in full gear for the culmination. This is Carnival weekend, the culmination of our festival. I know, for example, Fireman and Skinny with their song Erupt is really erupting across the place. And I think he had said to me going fast class now. He tell me he's going fast class. But of course it's Carnival. I'm sure he's busy. He's somewhere doing something. So unfortunately he's not here, you know. And I'd have loved to be able to chat with some Calypsonians here. Didn't coordinate it properly, but that's all right. We're good, right? But all of those individuals who are participating, whether it's in whether it's in the Soca Monarch, Raga Soca Monarch this Saturday, or the Calypso finals on Sunday, and Queen of the Bands, or Road March, the bands. all of the components. I want to wish all of the competitors all the best going in. I want Vincentians to have a safe and a joyous carnival. I don't want no murders. I don't want no killings. Let's be very careful on the roads because I don't want any accidents either. I want us to go through the carnival season and come out on the other side unscathed. That's my wish for you. That's my hope and prayer for you as you go to this carnival. As I said, beyond the street, lower the street, down to bottom tongue area, and it's a buzz. You have a bunch of bars down here, um, and including leeward bars, and they are high of activity. So if you just want to walk around, taking some of the sights, taking some of the sounds, you're free to do that. Right here in Useless Other Supplies, the old Useless Other Supplies yard, you have activities happening. You have extreme fanatics up there busying themselves to get organized with these sections of the band. If you go inside here by Lynx, same thing is happening. The actual tent for Nelson Block isn't here. It's just the registration area. The tent is actually on the other side, right? But I'm sure they're having the same level of activity at their tent as they get ready to prepare for sections of the band tonight. So hey, wherever you are, if you're home for Carnival, welcome and enjoy Carnival. Be safe and all the best. Until next Thursday, when we'll be back with another edition of Up with Sam Marshall. Let me thank our guests who stopped by to just live with us tonight at the bar. And I'm talking about Kojo, I'm talking about Santana, I'm talking about Feeling Son. Thank them very much for just being a part of the program. Those of you who tuned in and spent the entire evening with us, I know Ev, who's 4 hours ahead of me, he's logged on, and he's a part of the program. Thank you so much for your support. Until next Thursday, have yourself a good evening.